All right, here we are at the Iowa 80 Truck Museum. See if we can bring this up here. 1919 Paracero X3. This is at the Iowa 80 truck stop. Probably can't see it out there. Biggest truck stop in the nation. (1903) belt truck. This is literally a stagecoach with an engine and a steering wheel swapped on. That's all it is, just a stagecoach. See the old chain, like a motorcycle. We notice the suspension is still nothing to be impressed about, you know. You hit a bump in the road, you're gonna feel it. So this is all located over here in Iowa. We're on the east side, kind of close to Iowa City. I can't remember the eggs off the top of my head. You know, I'm kind of fascinated by this, by how it opens up on the front. You would think it would open up on the back more and make it easier to climb in, because when you open up from the front, you got to work your way around the steering wheel. I'm sure a lot of people probably just went in from the passenger side. Tires back then, pure rubber. Just drove it until there was nothing. 1920 GMC. I gotta kind of move on this one because I came in here kind of late. These guys closed in like an hour. They're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, open the rest of the week. Most of the week they're open pretty late, but with this being Sunday, they're only open 12 to 5. 1911 Walcott electric Model 43. They had electric motors even back then. Everyone complains about the electric motor nowadays. That's replacing the diesel. I guess the fact is that diesel actually replaced electric. Look at over here. More little toy cars. You guys remember all those from Russell's truck stop? Oh, look at that. Look at that. New York to San Francisco bus. The design of it reminds me of what you would see in like Fallout 3. Or I should just say the Fallout series. Can't tell if these are pins or bad. Yeah, it's a hat pin. I thought some of them kind of looked like a belt buckle. I gotta hold my GoPro by hand. Yeah, I forgot to get a vital component. Ooh, look at that. Nice big warehouse. Okay, this looks like World War, I want to say World War One, 1937. So yeah, the front end reminds me of the troop carriers from World War One. This one's obviously a dump truck. I would like to say all the stuff on the end was probably put on later. I don't think they had anything like that back then. Oh, which way to go? I like this Mac. That is a nice looking Mac. 55. 235 horsepower Cummins. I bet you this guy would have no issue being on the freeway today. No issues. Kind of a fascinating setup to see both a fifth wheel and a monster winch. Talking about a trucker song. Alright. Oh, so much to look at. Oh, convertible. It's a nice little setup too. Yeah, that canvas is definitely new. I'm pretty sure that canvas was even made back in this time period. 1912 Sauer. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Crank handle start. Lanterns for headlights. Actual lanterns. Looks probably can't see the target too well. Let me see if I can get them out on this side. We'll take a look at it. This looks like it's an old version of a dually. It's kind of fascinating. God, that wood is in perfect condition. Oh, that thing up front. That's spotlight? Yeah. That's a spotlight. High beams. When the lanterns just aren't good enough. Alright, let's come back over here. Oh, shorty. '69 International. 1949 Broadway. Looks like it's probably on the to-do list at some point in time. It's kind of leaning. He's got his flat tire right there. 35 Dodge. 35 Dodge Airflow. You know what? It would almost be kind of cool to redo something like this. Turn that back end into like a camper. This is another one that reminds me of right about the World War I era. Again, like an old military supply truck. Yep, 1918. 42 Pete, model DC, 270 DC. Don't know what all that means, but Cummins Model 6, or 6 HP, 150 horsepower, 18 miles per hour. Wow. Well, you're never gonna break a speed limit law with that thing. It's missing the back end. You see in the cab, you see right through. So I wonder if that thing had a sleeper of some kind. I mean, you would need one if you're driving around. We got a 33 white model 6.2. This looks like it might have been an ambulance or like a milk truck. What we got? Meat specialist. Oh, that's kind of like an ambulance, right? European Mercedes 63. This is something you would see Korean War. For those of us who grew up in the 70s and 80s, this was a common sight. The F-250. This is back when the front ends were actually really good. I always like the old front ends of those trucks. This is kind of like one that my friend's dad had. He had a Ranger that was about the same year, you know, before the Ranger shrunk, turned into like a little 4-cylinder pickup. His was the big old V8. 1926, front wheel drive. Truck with a purpose. Got all those levers up front. Winch, auger, transmission. Look what this is. That must be the farm equipment. Those are spades. Definitely for towing, or definitely for carving. Digging into the soil. This is a 36 International. I've always liked the trucks with the do-it-yourself AC. Pop open the front windshield. I've always wanted a truck that would do something like that. I would have a lot of fun with something like this. Department of Commerce, Bureau of Standards. That looks like sitting down the concrete blocks, what we now know as Jersey barriers, except they were smaller. Much smaller back then. Crane. That thing goes up high too. I'd say that's about 20 feet. That's why you need it. Put this all in a hangar. Oh, got a cool one to show you here in a second. (1924) White Wrecker Model 40. Here we got General Motors. That's a bed. That's a bed inside of the cab. You get tired, you just climb on up and sleep. Sleep in the view of everybody. Let's see. I think I looked at him, right? Yeah, the SAR. This is a 1946 white. Now, the one I want to show you is this guy. 1966 Autocar DC 65 ton. All in stainless steel. That is a shiny truck. Almost be worth it to put some bigger stacks on it. The 1920 version of a heavy haul. That's a steam tractor. I can tell you that right now. That is a steam powered tractor up there. Four-cylinder engine, 50 horsepower, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Unless you're climbing a 6% grade, in which case you're doing like 2. It probably took a 10-hour day just to get to the top of a hill. Yeah, that's a steam powered. I'm sure of it. There's no actual information on the tractor there. It's a cat. It's an old cat. Yep. Solid rubber tire press. Alright. I don't have a lot of time to play with. I'm gonna have to just kind of walk along. Just show these things. Oh. It's got built-in skis. And tracks. Ice tracks on the back. Let me get around to this one. 1930 Ford A snowmobile. Look at that back there. Them tracks. US mail truck. They really will go through every type of weather. Cleveland Police Department. White 15 3/4 ton. That's a really nice job on that one. 1919 Ford. It's the 1950 Mack. (1922) Packard. Packard went out of business for a while. I don't know if they're back or not. There's another car. It's kind of fascinating. The front looks like a trolley. Yeah, you step up. That means he had a suicide door. (1913) Rambler. They had those hooks on the side for carrying those pipes. Not a good strap down job if you had to stop hard, which these things don't. they would all go sliding forward. The only way those cars are going to stop hard though is if something hits them head on. Oh, Studebaker M16 tractor, 1947. See, I think it would be fun to take something like this, put a bed on it, turn it into a daily driver. .30 Studebaker. General Motors, 1931. A little bit after World War II. There's a IO Speedwagon, not the band. This is one of those old field trucks that you see at all kinds of different truck stops. '29 Relay. Another tow truck. You didn't need much equipment on back then because, you know, the vehicle you're towing was the same size. I almost thought that this was a bus for a second there. It's a moving truck. It literally looks like they put a shed on a frame. Look at the windshield wiper. Hand driven. If it's raining, you just grab it on the inside and move your hand back and forth a lot while you drive. Looks like it's the same thing on this one. Old Brockway, 24 Brockway. Oh, that is some nice colors right there. That's what I'm talking about. I love those colors. The lines, the grill on grill. You notice that these are bent up front. That's for the crank start. 49 Brockway. Beautiful color though. This one's got a fifth wheel on it. Kind of can't see it from this angle. International Harvester. Big old wide mirrors on that thing. Trailers must have been way wider than the truck back then. This was another Mac 48. And a COE over here. 46 available CS 250 SP Flathead 6. Oh, 50 miles per hour, that's not bad. That thing would be serviceable on the US highway still. See, here's a truck that would make a fun daily driver. Then again, I would ruin it and put more modern tires on it. Look at this police armored car. Wow, I don't know if it's actually armored. It's got the gun ports. Those are old versions of gun ports. So it probably was armored to a certain extent. Metal platings up front. I wonder what they use those for. Reinforcement maybe, or so that bullets don't go right through the fender and into the wheel. Yeah, D15 armored truck, 45 miles per hour. It's 39. 31 International. 28 Fagel. Probably gonna murder that name. 27 Diamond T. Looks like we got a couple that look kind of similar. These two are internationals. This one's a Diamond T. Yeah, looks similar though. That's a water truck. Yeah, 750-gallon water tank. It's just harvester. It looks like a cement truck. It's got a generator on the back. I thought that was a spare engine for a second there. That's a generator to turn the tank there. Would this happen to be the 1910 version of off-road tires? Big old studs coming out. Those look like they're wooden, just big wooden studs. Every tractor, farm wagon. Yeah, those are probably off-road tires. It's got the seating arrangement of a Humvee. Two people like 5 feet apart, and there's a big old storage in the middle. All right. $1950 Pete 350. Business fifth wheel. Kind of a fascinating arrangement for tanks. I wonder if that second one is a tank for that, or if it was meant for something else. Let's head over this way. We'll go down the other row, and then we'll try to make our way up the middle. This kind of looks like it was meant for towing race cars. 1938 Kenworth Great Race Truck. That was pretty damn close. He's not for towing race cars, he is a race car. It's a race truck. Yeah, here's some pictures for him. This truck was driven in a rigorous 4,500-mile cross-country road rally. So, yeah, that's pretty much across the U.S. In fact, that's almost like a U, doing a U. You probably went down the East Coast, went across the lower states, came back up. Bandit, definitely a race truck. I would love to put those pipes on the side of my truck. Going to the truck stop, just rocking those sounds. Oh, I better move my finger. Yeah, I forgot the screw to attach this thing to my little extendo stick, so I gotta hold it. This is 80, 81, yeah, that was close. Man, he had everything on there. '74 Ryder Master R100. You know, I'm gonna hold this up to this board really quick. If you guys want to read that, if you can read it, this will give you a chance to pause the video and kind of look at the info. '72 Dodge C600. This is an old farm truck. Used for getting everything off the farm and taking it to your, warehouse. you still see trucks like this all over California. I mean, they, you know, it's usually like a day cab and two things like that, but same thing. So it's serving the same purpose. All right, come back here. 68 feet. I can't tell if that's green or gold. I think it's gold. I'm gonna sit here for a second because there's an AC right there. It feels good. Thank you, AC. '46 Bumblebee. Not the Bumblebee that you see from the Transformers. '62 white. But look at this thing. So again, take something like this into a camper. Fake old van. Top speed is only 45. You would have to get a better transmission to get it up into highway speeds. I don't know if you'd want to though. I can imagine that, you know, each time something passes you, truck will probably threaten to flip over. 45 Ford fuel tanker. '36 Mac. '63 Mac. I like that. I like the front end. Something about the '60s. They really built cars with a lot of glamorous lines in them. I think that's why I like the '50s and the '60s so much, because each vehicle was like a work of art. '60 Mac. I mean, this is what I'm talking about right here. You know, the fender goes up and it just curves nicely, goes around. Very prominent design. Nowadays you have three different truck companies, and you know, they all make a truck that looks identical. '39 Mac. We got a couple of engines right here. Walcott engine. Look at this bad boy right here. '54 Diamond T. Yeah, you go driving down the road in this thing, people are gonna notice. Yeah, the truckers will definitely stop and look. 65 miles per hour, so at least he could match speeds with a lot of us. Us, you know, slow 65 mile per hour guys. 56 International. $19.19. Let's come back over here. Mac FJ. Is that a septic? Nope. Concrete mixer. I had to figure out what was going on with my camera for a second there. Slowly running out of time. I haven't offloaded the memory chip on this in a while, so I don't have a lot of time left on it. 29 Mac AC. Hey, that's how you haul a tractor. Just put it on a couple of boards on your frame. And come over here to this guy. 73 Diamond Rio. Look if that's the AC on the top. Might have to be fascinating, wouldn't it? Drive down the road in that sucker. There's another tow truck. Crane, if you will. This is very different from the Ron Pratt Tater truck. United Van Lines. See? Look at that grill. That grill is artwork. This one's a 45. Okay, you look at vehicles a day, and how often do you stop and look at the grill and go, that's a nice grill? Probably not often at all, right? You just see like a car with it all looks like it's like a single piece, but look at this. That grill is artwork. All right, here we go. 64 Mac. Fenders are wide enough to sit on. You could probably pack like a couple people on there. Just have them kind of hold on to something. 53 auto car. I love the extended cab on those. Age-old cattle truck. Well, this one probably wasn't cattle, it was probably pig. 65 Ford 750. $25 Kenworth. And 49 Kenworth. Now we'll come back over here to the cattle truck. $59. This is the old truck that used to deliver food to the grocery stores. 57 Diamond T with a 50 trail mobile trailer. All right, that brings us all the way back. I think I got about what I can. We got 40 minutes. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time left. There's only about 20 minutes before the place closes. It looks like I did pretty good. Yeah, I would have liked to have stopped and talked about some of these, you know, a few more of these, but kind of my bad. Procrastinate until the last minute to do something. But like I said, this is at the Iowa 80 truck stop. Let me pull up my trucker app. We'll bring this back around. I don't think we looked at some of these trucks in the middle. We'll take a look at that really quick. I don't have a network. No, I don't need one. Exit 284. Okay, Iowa 80 truck stop, exit 284. Obviously in Iowa. And obviously it's on I-80. I wonder what this fan was up front. Maybe that's where you stuck the jibble and make it run. It's just corn sheller. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since it's on the front of the truck, it was probably like a fan for the back, for the equipment on the back. Here we go, 42 GMC AY-809. Really simple truck. And yet still elegant. This looks like a wood hauler. 48 Mac. Yeah, duh. The picture's right there. Yeah. So obviously the wood hauling hasn't changed much in design.
Charlie said that engine probably would fit inside on an APU.
General. Yeah, it's gotta be 80s. Yeah, 86, because everything is segmented into blocks. The hood is a block, the front cab is a block, sleeper is a block. That's when the trucks started to lose their lines. '86 Sawyer. 64 International. So you see what I'm saying here, like 86, just front just goes straight up, boom. 64, we got a little line folding in, we got a little line folding in, little curve. You know, it's not all just flat one piece. They made each vehicle like a little work of art, or like a bread box. '52 Kenworth. Oh yeah, that's our whatchamacallit truck, the farm truck hauling in stuff. Man, this guy's wide. I didn't even notice that until now. 58 Kenworth bull nose. All right. I'm gonna have to probably say that's about it. Yep, we're up to 45 minutes. It's gonna be a long video. I think it's worth it though. Iowa 80 truck museum at the Iowa 80 truck stop. Like I said, they're open Wednesday through Sunday, closed Monday and Tuesday. So if you're coming through, plan your trip accordingly. Sunday, most of the other days, so they're actually open until pretty late. Sunday today, it's only like noon to 5. It's almost 5 o'clock now, so I'm gonna make my way back up. I'm pretty sure I got everything around here. There's no admission charge. I should probably add that in. This is free. Just show up, walk on in, take a look at history. They will take donations though. I'll probably leave one when I go up front. Each donation will go to rebuilding the car, I'm sure. I still love the old lantern headlights. Should put a couple of those on my truck as well. Get the old oil burning ones. But I think we'll call it good here. I will talk to you guys later.